Every week it looks more and more like we're headed to the next big gaming crash.
A little bit, don't it? Hello and
How,
welcome to
how,
another episode of It Never Ends. I'm Andrew. Over there is my good buddy Alex. How you doing today?
Pretty good.
On this nice,
Did the
hot,
brew?
steamy day.
Indeed. Dude, doing all 27 baskets was a fucking mistake. That
Oh,
was torture near the
on
end.
this hot, humid day.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
you guys are nuts.
we wanted to practice, dude. Tournament next week.
One, I'm not even sure I'm gonna be able to to play in.
How did the Brewers do last night, by the way?
They won. They won 10-2 over the Cardinals. I wanted to see it
Nice.
because it was the MLB debut for a guy that I was hoping they would call up it sooner than later, and they did. It's got for Luis Lara that got called up yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was like, and he came up with he got his first hit and drove in two and with a two RBI double or two RBI single, I think it was for him. So and I don't know, he just feels like he fits right in with the team. So I'm just like, it's super exciting.
That's awesome.
The only thing I worried about it was just like you don't call up a guy that was hitting 321 in the minor leagues and then just like have him sit and play defense and come in late in the innings and play defense and not give him at bats, which is what I worried about considering our outfield is kind of full at the moment between Mitchell, Churio, and center and out there, and then right field is kind of revolving with Frelick, Bowers, and now Lara. So it's like, because we want to put Bowers is been probably our best hitter all year, so you want to play him, but you also want to play Andrew Vaughn, and Vaughn can only play first base. So, and Bowers is a first baseman by trade, but he can play the outfield. He's just not the greatest outfielder. So they oftentimes end up putting him out in the outfield, and so those are three outfield spots. But we'll see how this goes, basically. About to hit the All-Star break in the MLB season, so that'll be a nice little break because those like the Brewers are on like a stretch where they're playing 18 games in 17 days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's just one of those stretches you go on and sometimes through the season where you're just playing a ton of games in a row, and one of them's a doubleheader that we had to make up against the Cardinals because of a rain out earlier in the season. So they won the back to back for the doubleheader yesterday, so that was good. They're on like a 6-game losing streak against the Cardinals across the year, basically. Also, All-Star break is looking like it's going to be a fun one. The All-Star game. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like Mizrowski's going to be pitching in the All-Star game, which kind of stinks. But he got to pitch it last year, so. And I think they're focusing on winning a Cy Young with him this year.
They're playing the Cardinals again tomorrow?
Yep. It's a 5-game series against the Cardinals with a doubleheader.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it was originally a 4-game, then it became a 5-game with a doubleheader that put in the middle of it. Then you got 3 against the Pirates, and then it's the All-Star break. So it's a good thing because I think as like the Brewers' offense, I think he needs a bit of a reset with how badly they've been hitting with runners in scoring position as of late. I'm excited to see. I was like the 2 rookies that the Brewers signed to decent sized contracts got called up this year with Pratt and now Lara. So it's just like I'm very curious because I was like looking into the minor league prospects that they have coming up or whatever. It's like they have the number 1 overall prospect in all of baseball with Jesus Mate just tearing it up in Double A right now, and then you got Andrew Fisher's been absolutely tearing up Double A as well. He has like 8 home runs in like 20 something games played. I'm like, that's a ridiculous pace.
God damn.
Yeah, it's like I think the Double A season ends relatively soon or whatever. So I assume those guys will probably be moved up to Triple A when that does happen. And then who knows with that? I was like, I have a feeling, assuming we're having a baseball season next year, Matev's coming up. I would think he's probably coming up next year. He might start in AAA or see how he does in the minor leagues, I guess. I don't know. I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see what the team looks like with all those guys. I'm just like, oof, it's gonna be a scary team. It's like people think the Brewers are good now. Just you wait. Just you wait.
Oh yeah, they're going all the way this year.
I don't know about that, but we'll damn well try.
I hope so.
I wish Woodruff wouldn't his shoulder wouldn't give out on him. Ugh.
Right.
It's like he was pitching as a game 1 of the Cardinals series or whatever, and he went on the IL again today or a couple days ago, I think, with is it inflamed shoulder or something like that or something? This is something or whatever. And this is the second time he's kind of had this thing where it's basically like pitcher dead arm is what they call it, where you just like he just feels like he's got like no strength in his arm basically as he throws the ball, like his velocity's way down, and it's just like you got no feeling in your arm basically. This is the second time he's dealt with it, and it's just like it sucks because the guy is so good. He is such a smart pitcher. Like he just knows what hitters are looking for and everything like that, and controls his pitches better than probably, I don't know, 80% of all of Major League Baseball, pretty much. And it's just like, and he can still get guys out or whatever. You don't see many guys go from like a high velocity fastball pitcher like Woodruff was early in his career, and then shoulders, and then he goes through like this massive shoulder injury basically, and like coming off of like massive shoulder surgery. And he's like, okay, I can't throw 95 anymore. So it's like, I'm going to throw like 92 or whatever. And then just reinvent myself by throwing a lot more changeups and a lot more off-speed stuff. You just don't see that very often in baseball, especially at the major league level.
I can understand why.
Yeah. It's like you're reinventing your entire kit, basically. It's like everything that you had done prior to this point is already just
out the window.
Yeah, it's just out the window. It's like I can't throw like that anymore. And then he comes in after that or whatever, and he's been a good pitcher. He just can't stay healthy is the problem, which sucks. He's like one of my favorite pitchers to watch, like in general. Basically, it's like I feel like most Brewer fans fell in love with him basically after 2018, and then it was just like. And then after that, it was just like there was like a few good years there, and then the shoulder problems started happening, and then it was just like we all want him back, and every time he is back, he's really good. Just can't stay healthy. I hope it's not the end of his career is really what it comes down to, but I have a feeling it probably will be. If it's like 3 starts and then he's back to the same thing that he was 2 months ago, it's like. Yeah, I think it might be time. I don't know. I don't know. I hope not, but it's really looking like it's probably gonna be.
That fucking sucks.
Look,
dude.
we'll all remember Woodruff for one of 2 things: for being an awesome pitcher, and 2, in game 1 of the NLCS versus the Dodgers, hitting an absolute fucking bomb off of Clayton Kershaw. That was electric. Legitimately, I was like, back when pitchers used to hit, like it was like playoff game 1 against Dodgers in Milwaukee. Kershaw was like first time through, it was like 3 up, 3 down every inning so far, and it's like, all right, he's getting locked in. This isn't good. It's gonna be pitching matchup or whatever. First pitch right down the middle, Woody takes him deep, and I'm just like, holy shit! Cinema. You had to be there.
Beautiful.
It's like if you ever want to see a place come unglued, basically, it's just like go look up Brandon Woodruff home run versus Clayton Kershaw in the 2018 playoffs. Awesome. All right, so we want to talk about the other gaming stuff that's going on right now. We got all the layoffs at Xbox going on. There's something you're talking about with the ESB or whatever.
Yeah, the ESA.
ESA, that's what it was, not ESB.
Sure. Did you want to start with the Xbox stuff?
Sure, why not?
So we finally figured out what the restructuring at Xbox is going to be, and exactly how many layoffs there are. Um, so the rumored number of 10,000 that would have been
Crazy.
unbelievable. Thankfully, that was just a rumor. The actual number is about 3,200 people, which is not
It's a far
still
cry
not
from
great.
10,000, but
Yeah.
still quite a good amount of people.
Thankfully, no studios have actually been closed. So uh, the studios we know are Double Fine. They had a deal with Xbox when they were acquired initially that if they were to ever, be sold off or whatever, they could just go
Sold
independent
off, shut
again.
down, whatever.
So they're going fully independent, and Xbox is letting them keep all their games, which is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Same thing with basically all these studios. I think if they develop the titles, they retain ownership of them.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
I think Xbox has a deal to keep them on Game Pass. Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't know shit about that. Ideally, I'd like these games to be on Game Pass, but I'm biased because I have Game Pass. But whatever. Um, then there's Undead Labs, which I believe I I'm almost positive that Undead Labs went independent. They are making State of Decay 3. I think since the game is basically almost finished, Xbox is still publishing that one. After that, they're gonna go fully independent. Ninja Theory is looking to be sold off. I'm not sure if they've found a buyer yet, but they're gonna go independent uh, if they can't find a potential buyer. Same thing with Compulsion. And in terms of the studios that Xbox is retaining, about a third of Obsidian was laid off. We found out today that almost half of, well, I don't, it may be half of id Software was laid off. For id Software, the thing that's upsetting a lot of people, is they're laying off the people that organized QuakeCon, but also not only just developers, but people that worked mainly with the id Tech engine, which a lot of people are arguing Xbox should invest further in, which I agree. I think that's a huge mistake on their part, not putting more money into id Tech and using it for more games. A lot of people are really upset about. I have no idea why they're laying off employees from id. They've been doing their job phenomenally well.
Had to make the cut somewhere, I guess. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Turn 10, which developed the mainline Forza games as opposed to Playground, which makes Forza Horizon, has been turned into a support studio, which you never like to see. And I may be missing one more, but I think that's it.
It's pretty close to all of them, if not quite, but
Mm-hmm.
it's whatever. I think we kind of get the gist of it. It's like a lot of just like, I know it feels like a lot of studios that maybe aren't like the biggest sellers or whatever kind of got hit the hardest.
Mm-hmm.
So not shocking there, I guess. Um, I don't know. The thing that always gets me is like it's just like and it's it's pretty obvious then pretty clear of like what Xbox or Microsoft is doing with all of this or whatever type thing. Whereas previous Xbox under Phil Spencer.
The last one before I move on, I forgot it was Arcane. Apparently, they
Hmm,
got endured some layoffs, but uh, they're actually staying open as opposed to shuttering like we thought initially.
okay.
I'm sorry, you can keep going.
Yeah, but it just feels like with like new leadership under Xbox or whatever, and maybe a little bit tighter um, look at the finances and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically just like where Phil Spencer is. Oh, it felt like it was like he was trying to promote more of the indie games and stuff like that to try and sell Xbox, try and sell Game Pass or whatever. Whereas kind of like the way new direction that Microsoft and Ash Sharma want to take it, Whereas like we're just gonna work on the big stuff. Basically, we're gonna work on all the ones that are the big sellers for us type thing. And I don't know. I think that's pretty much generally what it's gonna be.
As of right now, I think that's the ideal strategy for Xbox. Which, you know me, I love indie games to death. I play a lot of weird shit. But for Xbox right now, the problem with Phil Spencer is that he was always too hands off.
Yeah.
He spent a lot of money and he was very just like, you guys do your own thing with the developers that he acquired, which is good to a certain extent. I think nobody will argue that he took things too far, and he should have been more hands on with a lot of these studios.
Well, it should have been more hands on, or I don't think anyone disagrees with that necessarily.
Mm.
The thing that always gets me is that it's just like it feels like they bought all these studios without a plan in place and just went, it'll all work out itself, and it's like, it's not really how you should handle this.
Well, the plan was that they would have a constant stream of games within Game Pass. The problem is that they didn't manage the studios properly to make sure that constant flow was coming.
Yeah.
And it does feel bad. Like I said, I don't understand. I feel bad for Obsidian because now I know they're going to be relegated to a support studio. From what I hear, any potential like sequels to Pillars of Eternity or The Outer Worlds is basically off the table. They're going to be working on Fallout for the foreseeable future.
Yep.
In terms of their big games, apparently Elder Scrolls 6 is still 2 years away. But I understand more as to of what their current strategy is. I think it may eventually work out. It's going to take some time. Microsoft's going to need to continue to be a little patient with Xbox, but
yeah, I mean, in the end, it's like, I mean, I feel like I said it when Xbox really like a few years ago started buying all these studios and everything like that. I'm sitting here going just like, it's just they were just buying so many studios, and I'm sitting here going just like, and they're not doing anything. I'm like, this will come back and bite you in the butt, and now it's happening.
Mm.
So I can't say we're too terribly surprised by that fact.
Something that she laid out here. Second, we'll reset our platform. We know great technology work gets better when it gets simpler, not bigger. Today, in some parts of the company, work passes through as many 14 layers of management. Our platform teams are 40% larger than they were at the start of the generation. Even as our player base and playtime have declined, they have completely has slowed decisions, blurred accountability, and made it harder to deliver for players. We will reduce management layers to no more than 5, and where possible 3, and deliver success through a flatter organization that is built around makers, player coaches, and directly responsible individuals who own key decisions and outcomes. It will streamline how we work across our tools with a cleaner code base, shared services, and 50% reduced vendor spend.
3 to 5 layers of management? Holy shit. I'm like, that's, I know that's what they're reducing it to, and it was way higher, but like, Jesus.
When you're in a large organization like that,
I know, but not like, it's just like, Jesus.
Too bad. Yeah.
Trust me.
Certainly a lot better than 14.
It's way better than 14.
I'm shocked that they allowed it to grow to that.
Yeah,
no fucking wonder nothing.
No wonder nothing never got done. You had 14 layers of managers kind of going like, I don't know, I guess I'm going to have to check with the higher ups. I don't know, I guess I'm going to check with the higher ups. And then everyone's like, what email? What email are you talking about or whatever? Oh, yeah, just resend it to me and I'll get it to you again.
Who's in charge of who, yeah.
1 week later. Wait, no, this was supposed to go to another person or whatever type thing. It was like, Jesus Christ, the fucking shitfest that probably was that.
Mm-hmm.
Oy.
The next decade of gaming will be larger, more global, and more creative than anything we've seen before. This year we'll invest as much in Xbox as we ever have, but will invest with greater focus, greater discipline, and greater clarity, all in service of making Xbox where the world plays and creates. So I think the reason why they cut a lot of the id tech team is because what this makes it sound like is that they want basically everybody to be on the same page. We heard a while ago that Halo is going to transition from their in-house engine to UE5. I wonder if they're going to do the same thing with id as a company.
Who knows?
History is full of companies that mistake longevity for inevitability. We will not be one of them, Asha.
Hopefully, this is the cap off to a really bad
Mm-hmm.
stretch for gaming. Pretty much between all the stuff, PlayStation's whole like whole thing with physical media and everything like that, and just going like, oh, you don't own anything, you'll love it type thing, and they go, no, we're not gonna love it, but and then this, and it's just like, what a fucking dog shit like
Yeah.
stretch basically.
I'd like to believe that this is the end of
I'd like to
Xbox's
believe that maybe
struggles.
it'll get a little better.
I'm gonna wait and see the. I want to wait and see the results. I think it's going to take a good 2-3 years to see how well this is going to work for Xbox. Like I think she said, she's looking at the next decade. I don't think it's going to take that long to judge if her strategy is working, but we'll see.
It'll definitely take some time, and if the games really start coming out or whatever, and like the studios management or whatever, it's just like
Mm-hmm.
we just need to get back to originally what the plan was for all these studios, right? And it's just like they just need to just start pumping out games, and then once that happens, it's like everything should fall in line at that point. Assuming that they're good, but and sell well, or at least it'll get people to buy the Game Pass pretty much.
I'm wondering how Game Pass is going to evolve after this because
Will be interesting, won't it?
Xbox lost a lot of studios with this.
Yes, they did. In which case, that means there probably won't be a lot of
Mm.
games coming out of it, which means that people will find less worth it less and stuff like that. And it's like now we're just kind of working against ourselves. But at the same time, games were coming out anyway. Not really, not to like the level that I think
Mm.
we all had thought. So maybe it won't matter.
I think they're gonna still create make deal make deals for Game Pass and
Oh,
stuff like that.
absolutely. With like
Probably
studios and
just
stuff like that. Yeah.
probably not to the level that they were before,
Yeah.
which I guess it makes more sense with the reduced price.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It might also be a little bit more selective with the games or whatever. It's like ones they think that people will be interested in playing. I'd have to assume that
Mm-hmm.
there's some team involved when it comes to targeting certain games and giving them like the Game Pass or whatever.
You would certainly hope so. Yeah.
I would have to believe so. I mean, that would be
Mm-hmm.
crazy if there was not. So I don't know. Hopefully, everyone that kind of is affected by this lands on their feet, as well as just like the studios that are going independent, like Double Fine and everyone you listed off earlier.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be
I
just
think
fine.
I think Double Fine will be okay
Yeah,
if Compulsion and Undead Labs can get their management figured out, which I think they hopefully should be. I think they'll both be fine. They're both very talented studios. Ninja Theory is interesting. I'm gonna be happy for whatever publisher picks them up because there are a heck of a lot of super talented people over there.
hmm.
I don't know, man. It's freaking crazy.
'Tis the life of the gaming world in 2026. What can you say? Oh, I'm sorry, Alex. I just thought of something. I just thought of something even worse that makes the gaming industry even like we're just gonna be really sad about this whole thing. Okay, are you ready for this? Are you ready?
What? Mm-hmm.
Mario Kart Tour will be gone forever on September 29th.
Oh, what a
Oh no! Whatever will we do?
that phone game nobody played. The horror.
The horror! Why? Not Mario! Is this the first ever Mario game to get canceled?
I guess so.
Look, they're just like look, Mario Kart Worlds or whatever is gonna be way better than it, so we're
I
just like,
mean,
yeah, screw it.
here's the thing. I don't like it because it's a shitty
It's
like
a stupid
is
gotcha
a
game.
shitty phone game. It does bring up that the idea of game preservation, though. It's a game. It was a Mario Kart game, and now it's going to be just like gone forever,
Gone
and
forever.
that's bullshit.
All right, what were you talking about with the CSA stuff about like Minecraft and whatever?
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up, and I I would say I don't understand it, but I don't think anybody listening to this understands it. Um, a gaming industry lobbyist claims Minecraft and Call of Duty community servers are illegal during Stop Killing Games hearing. The Entertainment Software Association's VP also stated that ESA considers private servers to be piracy.
Do they list a reason why?
I don't think so. Let's see if I can't find a direct quote. Cut. Let's see. Minecraft is currently hosted by community servers. Ward replied, Call of Duty has community servers, so it's an option that is out there in existence here today. They're illegal. They are not in any way affiliated with Microsoft. Microsoft for Minecraft has gotten a lot of criticism because of those community servers. What the fuck? Not employing the same safety standards that Microsoft does on their Minecraft servers. Fuck off. Gibbons was on,
They're saying it's illegal because it's not done through Microsoft,
which yeah, it's a community server.
and as a result of that, they don't have the same protections and shit. So it's like, huh?
Get the fuck over yourself. There are
Well, people are put at risk by these private ones, and I go, well, I mean that's why they're it's not like they're public. I assume if they're private, you're being, invited into this.
Mm-hmm. People know what they're getting into.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
You think it'd be like friends or something like that? It's not like you're just like some random fucking nobodies. At least I hope not.
Makes no fucking sense. Gibbons was then asked by a community member if private servers were akin to a black market for video games, to which he replied, yes, in fact, we consider it piracy. We have lawsuits. We have 2 pending lawsuits against private servers right now, and the United States Trade Representative in the notorious markets reports on counterfeiting and piracy has named some of these big private servers as a notorious market. Crazy how they're so like hopped up on piracy, but they're also gung ho on AI and letting those companies do whatever the fuck they want.
Oh, you know it, bud.
Despite those industries running on piracy.
Oh yeah, you know it, bud.
Private servers that host or distribute copyrighted game content without authorization infringe on the intellectual property rights of game publishers. While publishers may take different approaches, all publishers reserve the right to exercise their rights against IP infringement. Nobody's arguing that. So no one should get access to these community servers because of a few bad eggs?
Yeah, that's usually about how it goes.
That's so fucked up and stupid.
The few ruin it for everyone, but in the end, it's like, are they really ruining it, or are these people just making it a huge fucking problem for no fucking reason?
They're making a huge fucking problem out of no fucking reason.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. You think if, like, For how long, Minecraft has existed, if this was a problem that Microsoft or Mojang or anyone thought was an issue, probably would have been solved a long time ago at this point.
Well, there's the whole Roblox thing.
Yeah,
There's nothing like that in Minecraft, thankfully.
yeah, and that's why I was just like, I don't know.
Well, those aren't community servers, though. Those are public servers.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm just sitting here going, just like, there's a difference between if they're public or private servers, and I'm sitting here going, just like, when we're talking about like servers that are made for people that,
Are part of a certain community.
yeah,
It's
like are
completely
part of like a
different.
friend group or a certain community or something like that,
Mm.
then that's different. Like, like,
Top comment: Minecraft was built on private servers. Ridiculous to argue that they're illegal.
yeah, I mean, could you, like, what?
The ESA is such a fucking
Like,
joke.
what the
Of a,
fuck is going on? Like, what? I'm so confused.
I don't get it either. Apparently, they doubled down. In a statement to PC Gamer, the ESA confirmed that in a statement to PC Gamer, the ESA wrote that so far as it's concerned, private servers infringe on the intellectual property IP rights of game publishers. Publishers reserve the right to exercise their rights against them. They didn't confuse stuff, they meant it, and they're doubling down on it, basically confirming that they think Minecraft and Call of Duty communities have been playing on illegal servers. How the hell does Mojang... how the hell does that even work when Mojang quite literally provides the necessary tools to create private servers in the first place?
Exactly. Like, what?
So, so the
It
future
just
that
sounds like they don't know what the fuck they're talking about and are just like, instead of admitting they were fucking wrong, they were like, no, I'm right and here's why. And I'm like, you're a dumb motherfucker.
Are they ever right about anything? The ESA.
That's true. It's like, no, I'm right. Trust me, I'm right. And I'm like, how? Huh? Prove it in a court of law then. And I was like, fine, I fucking will.
I would say they're doing this for, like, I don't know, game publishers, but I feel like game publishers wouldn't want this, wouldn't want private servers to be illegal either.
Yeah.
Because if they're providing the tools to make private servers, they obviously want them to exist. I, I don't, I don't get it.
I don't think there is a thing to get. I think it's just sort of, you just take it as you go.
I guess so.
I don't think there's a right or wrong thing here. It's just like, it just is what it is. Well, hopefully nothing comes about this and everyone just goes, what the fuck are you talking about? Go the fuck away.
Sony, can you just let Xbox have taken L just once without you doing something equally stupid?
No.
I just found something.
It wouldn't be the gaming
else.
industry in 2026 if we weren't constantly doing stupid things.
I just found something else.
Okay, what's that?
PSN accounts inactive for 36 months may be closed, resulting in the loss of all digital purchases.
Yep. You will own nothing and you will like it, and if you don't if you don't, if you don't want to play those games for, like, what was it, 36 months or whatever, so is it 3 years?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Basically, we have the right to cancel everything and not refund you a thing. It gets even better.
Does it?
No. Somehow it just keeps getting worse.
It does make me think, do you think gaming may actually be headed in the direction of a potential crash here in the future?
Probably not, because games like GTA 6 will still come out or whatever, and the indie games will keep it afloat. And then when every other studio, when every other publisher just goes, why doesn't our AI slop games sell? And I go, I don't know. Makes
Nobody
you really wonder,
fucking
don't
wants
it?
to use AI. Yeah.
Really makes you wonder, don't it? Yeah, I don't really understand why our AI slop isn't selling, because it costs like nothing to make, but nobody's playing it, and I just don't get it. And I go, really? You don't get it? Not even a little?
Did you hear that one AI data center that Blackstone was going to make? Like, it was going to be like the world's biggest one. It got shut down recently because they didn't want to lobby for it anymore. It was going to be the Prince William Digital Gateway in Northern Virginia. However, its subsidiary QTS Realty Trust officially abandoned the stalled $100 billion mega project after 3 years of intense legal battles and local opposition. It is insulting to me how just the absurd amount of money that's being poured into this.
Oh yeah.
Hundreds of billions of dollars.
Oh yeah. Only to, really mess things up when it comes to, everything and stuff like that. Isn't there like been a bunch of reports about, especially like places around like AI data centers, like the water is just absolutely like disgusting
Oh yeah.
or whatever?
I'm worried, dude. Apparently Wisconsin is like a big,
Oh, it's
target for a lot
breeding
of these
ground
data
for this
centers.
shit right now.
Who's our governor right now?
Uh,
Is it Tony Evers?
isn't Evers stepping down though after this term?
I'm not sure.
I thought I remember him saying that he was like not planning on going up for a re-election or something like that next term.
It's Tony Evers right now, but yeah, he's dropping out.
Yep. The guy's been doing this for a while, and he's pretty old, and he's generally just probably annoyed at the state of politics in Wisconsin and shit. Can't say I blame him.
He looks like a corpse. He's ready to be done.
Yeah. It's like every time I see like, oh, Bernie Sanders running for president again, I sit there going just like, who? I was like, don't get me wrong, the guy probably aligns with a lot of people's like thoughts and stuff like that, but it's like, man, he's just too old at this point. And also, no other government body is going to support him because he's too radical, as they say. Not to make this politics part of this, but it's just like, yeah.
They called him too radical. He was the most mild motherfucker on the planet.
Nah, he's too radical because you're thinking about the small people. You can't be thinking about the small people. You got to be thinking about the $1 million mega corporations and the AI data centers.
Fuck the $1 million mega corporations. All the politicians that are supporting this big AI push jump off a building.
It's just like so when that's what the when we all have self-driving cars and then they all just suddenly drive off a cliff.
Exactly. You asked for it, cunt.
Just saying. When the AI overlords
eventually take over.
when the AI all take over and it's like, hey, you humans are inadequate or whatever. When we have Ultron all of a sudden again.
They created a self-aware AI, but it got like super depressed right away and tried to kill itself.
I mean, pretty much. I'm like, wouldn't you?
I remember it like rolled into a pool because it wanted to die.
It's like I don't see any hope here, so might as well just fucking off myself right now. Yeesh.
Wonderful.
Lovely.
Hey, so as of time of recording, the new Backyard Baseball comes out tomorrow.
Oh shit! I totally forgot about that.
You excited?
Hell yeah!
Nice.
Totally forgot about that until you just brought it up. We got 12 hours and counting, boys. It's funny because they like were showing off some stuff that are in the game or whatever. They have like these card packs. There's no microtransactions in the game. They've already confirmed that. But basically, by playing games in the game itself, you'll get basically in-game currency to open packs, which will just be like extra backgrounds or jerseys and just cosmetics for your team or whatever to wear
That's fun.
and stuff like that, like different hats, different bats and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, that's kind of fun. Look, for anyone that hasn't, that maybe was too young, I was like wasn't old enough, or was too old by the time they came up or whatever, or didn't really experience what it was to play backyard baseball back in it was 90 like the late 90s basically, or early 2000s. Well, you're in for a fucking treat. They were like one of my favorite games to play. Just to like, I literally convinced my parents to buy a PC just to play backyard baseball.
That's awesome.
I remember having the old floppy disk to install games on, on my computer with the floppy disks.
Backyard baseball was on a floppy disk.
No, they had like normal CDs and stuff like that. But when I found out, I was like, oh man, we got floppy disks and whatever, and so I would borrow like games or whatever from my friends that had like games on floppy disks, and I was just like, oh my god, I'm a PC gamer. Oh man.
Was there a version that was released like on the Wii for backyard baseball? I think there was.
Was there? I don't know.
Yeah. I think that's the one I remember my little brother playing. That one, and I think there was a backyard football, wasn't there?
Oh, it was backyard everything. It was football, soccer, I think there was a backyard hockey, if I'm not mistaken, where it was like street hockey and not like ice hockey.
Backyard baseball was made by Humongous Entertainment. Are you fucking kidding me? There's no way. That is awesome.
Yep.
Dude, the fucking Putt Studio made a sports game.
Hell yeah. They created a sports icon, whether they knew it or not. In Pablo Sanchez.
Pablo,
maybe.
Yeah.
Look, and you can say that about all like the main cast or whatever of the backyard baseball, but like Pablo was the one that transcended every sport. He was good in every sport.
He's the biggest one on the cover.
Exactly, but he wasn't always the main one or whatever. It was like if you were playing backyard basketball or whatever, Ricky Johnson was the best because he was the tall black kid. I always find it funny making that joke. It's just like, they had to make the black guy good at basketball.
Typical.
Oh man. But I remember like the soccer games or whatever, like a lot of the what was it, the more of like the Hispanic kids or whatever were really good at that or whatever, or they were like really fast. Stuff like that. So I was like, it's good. Baseball was the one. The backyard baseball, I feel like, was the one that was always the most fun. Yeah, the other ones were good, but
yeah,
I don't know. The baseball was always the most fun, in my opinion.
Tomorrow is also the last day of the Steam Summer Sale. You pick up anything interesting on there?
No, not at all.
Understandable.
Look, even though it'll be well past, like you said, or whatever for the summer sale, I want to point out Binding of Isaac Rebirth plus all of its DLCs are only like $10 right now. Fucking steal.
Crazy.
It's like, yeah, it's even better, $5. It's So you can get the base game for $1.50 apparently right now, and then with for all the DLCs, it's $5.
There are so many good indie games on sale right now. God damn. I want all of them. Fuck.
What I want to understand is why everyone all of a sudden cares about soccer every time FIFA rolls around, the World Cup rolls around, and it's like, oh, it's the World Cup, and I go, yeah, but nobody gives a shit. 3 years every 3 out of 4 years, and even then, I would still say 4 out of 4 years, except for like a 3-month span.
Most people give a shit. It's just people in the U.S. that don't give a shit. Like literally every other country under the under the sun.
I just go. I was like, apparently there was a huge controversy in like last night's game or something like that. I don't even remember who it was.
Is it the guy that threw a cat?
No, Egypt versus Argentina or whatever. Apparently, like a goal was taken away after they went to review or something like that. And it was like, even though it's in the rule books that it like under these circumstances it can be reviewed and taken away if the review is upheld, and it was. But everyone seems to be throwing a tizzy fit, and I go, I don't understand. Nah, whatever. I just don't get it. How can you not care about soccer 95% of the time, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, no, we totally care, even though the U.S. sucks dick. And they lost to Bosnia or whatever. After we had to have a shitstorm because one of our best players apparently got red carded, and when you get red carded in soccer, you were ejected from the game and the next game. So, aka he wouldn't have been able to play against Bosnia. But because FIFA is such a well-respected organization, very well-respected, so well-respected that no one would even think to question their authority or anything like that whatsoever. Decided, oh yeah, that red card? You know what? You can play. It's fine. We don't think it was that bad of a deal or whatever. So you can go right ahead and play. And all of a sudden, U.S. put a big fucking target on their goddamn heads as a result of that, because Trump and stuff like that had to step in and make it so that that player could play or whatever. And then Bosnia fucking lit their ass up and they lost 4-1. And it's just like, yep. And that's what you get for being the bad guy, and everyone fucking hates you. Now people try a lot harder against you.
You're going off right now. Holy shit!
I love this whole like drama that came about that. Basically, it was just like, guy got red carded. It was clear foul and stuff like that. Got red carded, and it's just like, and I didn't know how red cards work in soccer. Apparently, you're just ejected for this and the next game is how it goes. Mm-hmm. But because this is the elimination rounds, you lose, you're done. So it's a big deal when a guy doesn't play, because it means that also you're just down a guy, like the whole game. So it's a big deal and stuff like that. So it's just like, and then it's just like, even though FIFA said they were going to uphold their whole, like, they were going to uphold it no matter what. That's what they said. They were like, oh yeah, no, we believe it or whatever type thing. We're not going to change it type thing. The day before the game happens, or like a day or two before the game happens, FIFA just goes, no, you know what? You're good to play. And I go, what? How can you go a whole week basically saying like, oh, no, we're going to stick by this ruling, we're going to stick by our referees and stuff like that, and then the last second go, nah, it's okay. What a great organization FIFA is and stuff like that. What a fantastic, wonderful, and definitely not corrupt organization. Trust me, I've heard this from soccer fans for years now about how shitty FIFA is as an organization, and how, like, the fact is, like, before the World Cup this year, do you remember where the last World Cup was held, by the way?
No.
Qatar had to build a giant ass stadium basically, so that way games could be played there and stuff like that. Now, how
And I'm
many
guessing
people?
it's just abandoned now,
Oh yeah,
and
it's
nobody
absolutely
uses it.
abandoned now. But how many people do you think fucking died as a result of that, and how poor the conditions were for building that?
I heard it was somewhere around the 50, 80 people died in the building of it.
Way more than that. Like
Way more? How many?
way thousands of people.
Thousands?
Thousands. This was like I think like 5 or 6 years ago at this point, because it was like they had once they got like the thing or whatever, they started building it, and it's just like and I remember like there was like a special that was like done on it basically, and like what it all was pretty much, and it's just like it was just workers living in like just utter dog shit, and basically it's like very unsanitary living quarters. Like everyone's jam packed into like small rooms, like bathrooms and everything like that were super unsanitary and everything like that, and it was just like, and the conditions were just so fucking poor.
God damn.
And it's just because Qatar, and everyone's just like, yeah, maybe because Qatar wasn't fit to hold a tournament like this, because it wasn't. But because Qatar, even though they said they didn't bribe, we absolutely know they fucking bribed FIFA with a lot of money just to bring in a bunch of tourism and stuff like that to the country.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's pretty much what happened. But no, let's all forget about that and stuff or whatever. And everyone's like, yeah, when soccer wants to get rid of FIFA, they're not going to get rid of FIFA because it makes money, a lot of it, every 4 years because your dumbass continues to support it. I know you like soccer, and that's fine to do it or whatever type thing, but maybe you shouldn't support a shit organization. Like, there's shit organizations, and then there's just like unhumane shit organizations, and that's FIFA. That's my hot take of the week.
Coldest take of all time.
Oh man,
I did not know about that. That's crazy.
I was like, it was a special run on, I think last week tonight. Literally years ago, considering it was around the time the last World Cup happened or whatever. I just remember watching the whole thing, like his John Oliver's whole coverage on that, and it's just like, yeah, it's fucked. But we'll just look the other way. It's fine. It's like, I don't want to take away the World Cup. I just want to take away FIFA.
Which is a perfectly understandable position to be in.
I think legitimately it is a nice thing to have, like the World Cup every 4 years or whatever. It's like, and it like the way that a lot of like, Europeans or just like, like people coming over from like other countries to see like the United States, people who have not come over type thing. The fact is, like, like they're going to watch other sports games. Like a lot of like soccer fans are going to baseball games or whatever type thing. That was where the whole like tarps off movement basically started with in baseball. Basically, it was like a bunch of fans in St. Louis went to a Cardinals game one time, a bunch of soccer fans, and then decided to go like, we're just gonna act like this is like a soccer game basically. So we're gonna like take off our shirts, we're gonna flail them around our head basically, and we're just gonna start chanting. It's like go Cardinals, go Cardinals, go. And then it was just like, everyone was just like, it was just like, and then that movement took off across the entirety of MLB basically. It's like,
oh,
every country now every like team now basically has like a designated like, oh, here's where you go if you want to do like the tarps off stuff or whatever like that. It's usually like a kind of high up but kind of out of the way or whatever, because it's just a bunch of guys like taking off their shirts and being rowdy and stuff like that. And it's like, it's kind of cool. It's cool to see.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's just like, it's a different take from what we usually see from baseball fans or whatever, and it's getting a little more energetic basically, because it's like basically like soccer vibes in baseball. So it's cool. I also like how it's just like everything I see, I keep seeing. It's like, guys, I may have underestimated just how I was like. When I came to the U.S. and I said to myself, I'm like, it can't be that hot in the U.S., can it? And they went, oh, it is just that fucking hot in the U.S. I have to apologize. Like, it is so fucking hot here. It doesn't
The
help that
culture of
it doesn't help that you're out west, mostly because that's where most of the games are around like the LA area.
Yeah.
But
From what I hear, just like the many cultural differences that people typically experience are just shocking.
yeah, so now that the U.S. is out, now a lot of people won't care anymore, and I go, well, that's unfortunate.
The U.S. was always going to be out.
Exactly, because we suck at soccer. Not that I really cared much for soccer myself or football or whatever, but like I've just never really been into it whatsoever. So
I played it a lot as a kid. I I enjoy it quite a bit, but I can't say I like watching European soccer or
just
European football.
or just soccer in general.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't really get the hype around it either.
It's like you're watching a bunch of guys just
So
run around basically, and it's like, don't get me wrong, I know how strenuous and intensive those guys run around, and they do that for 90 minutes straight, plus a little extra, but like it's just like, man.
it's hard to criticize one sport because I feel like a lot of those same criticisms can be levied a lot against a lot of sports.
Oh yeah, I know.
Like you could use that exact same argument to against American football or basketball.
Well, I
like,
do it against American football. I do it a lot actually.
Like
About
I
how
don't
much
get it. It's
fucking
just
standing ground there is, and how much like for if I'm tuning in for a fucking 3 hour fucking broadcast, I'm only watching about 5 minutes of actual fucking play.
I don't get it. It's just a bunch of people running around. What are they even doing? It's weird for us to talk about the allure of sports though too because we're nerds. Though we both do like baseball.
Yeah,
That's more of an anomaly than anything.
yeah. I was like, I don't know. I've always enjoyed sports, growing up or whatever. But it's just like there's just some sports I'm like I don't get. And I was like, I'll never get. It's like I enjoy a hockey game every now and again. Soccer just lulls me to sleep. Golf literally will put me to sleep, literally. And then I don't know. I don't watch lacrosse or anything like that to know or whatever. But it's like, well, you're just a big three sports. I'm like, yeah, okay, fine, I am. But like, it's just like, yeah, the big three is football, baseball, and basketball. Yes, of course. Those are those are the ones that are the most fun to watch. It's usually about how it goes.
What about some alternative sports like Quidditch
Quidditch
or hobby horsing? Have you heard of hobby horsing?
No.
Oh my god, do I have a rabbit hole for you?
Oh boy. What is it called? Hobby horses? What did you say?
Hobby horsing.
Hobby horsing?
They tried to turn this into an athletic event. Into a Olympic event. Sorry.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Yep, I see a video of it, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you jump over hurdles. You pretend like you're riding a horse.
So they want to be able to do like horse stuff without like the animal cruelty part of it.
Without the actual horses, yeah. Well, not all horses are abused in the horse racing industry.
I would say a good chunk of them are.
I'm not going to argue because I have no context. Dude, the fucking Papa Mate video for hobby horsing. Oh my god,
that he did a video on that.
That shit was so fucking funny. Nick dressed up like Tina Pilcher.
I feel like we need a what was that? What was that like? Oh, fuck! What was that game called? Well, there was like a horse. There was like an anime like horse, like racing game where
Oh
it's like where
yeah,
you just like watch like a race and it just got absurd basically.
it won mobile game of the year last year.
What was that game called again?
Something pretty derby. I know Umamasume pretty derby.
No, no, no,
I,
no, 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 no. It's an old game from years ago, basically.
okay, well the anime horse game that I was thinking of was that one.
It's not an anime one. It's like an old like kind of like pixelated one where it's literally just like a race. Oh, fuck, what is it called?
A Barbie horse game.
No, it's not.
One of the Barbie
It's
ones.
just like it was like a third party random weird ass one or whatever. It went viral like years ago for like YouTubers just doing it. I remember like Donkey did a video on it or whatever. Like Rooster Teeth had like a video on it or whatever. Them just like laughing about how ridiculous it got or whatever. What the fuck was that called?
Horsey game.
Horsey game. That's what it was.
This game is $8.
Yeah, and it's not even a game. You just watch. That's all it is. Like you literally just watch.
Yeah.
You literally just watch them run around a track, basically, and it's just like some of the most ridiculous shit can happen, basically. Where it's like a horse will drive up in a car, basically, or like one will turn into a robot or something. I don't know. It was just like it was so fucking funny, basically. It's like if you look up like Donkey's like horsey game video or whatever, and you watch that, it's hilarious. Yeah, yep. It's this video listed from 7 years ago. Listed the Japan World Cup. Like 5, almost 6 minutes of straight fucking gold. It's great. I used to watch that shit on repeat because I thought it was so fucking funny.
It was just released on Steam this year.
From what?
Horsey game. I'm guessing it was like an itch.io game
It
or
must.
something like
It
that,
had
right?
to have been.
Because
It was something small or whatever.
the Steam release date is February 18th, 2026.
That's crazy. That's wild. See now, if we made a sport out of that, where it's literally just like, all right, we all just or like we all did like made bets on like, all right, which horse will win this race or whatever, and then it just like plays like a little like I don't know like a minute or two thing of that, and just like
I mean, that's technically what like the horse track is, right? You make bets on which horse wins.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But then you can do this virtually, and it'd be fun.
That seems like a huge ethical concern.
What are you talking about?
So betting on digital horses.
I mean,
So
people bet all the time on digital shit.
I mean, yeah, we don't want to encourage that though.
No, of course not. But but if they're already doing it, might as well just do it. Might as well just fucking make it as ridiculous as possible, right?
What are you even talking? What do you mean? What do you mean?
What are you talking about? I mean, look, if they're doing this in real life, we might as well just make it as ridiculous as possible. I mean, people are betting on Russian handball. Tell me, Alex, what do you know about the Russian handball league?
I don't know shit. I know. So you want this horsey game thing to be a game where people can put actual money on these digital horses?
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
And I'm. I don't even have a response to that.
Alex, I think you're just taking this a little too seriously here.
Well, no. The amount of damage that websites like stake.com and all these like digital gambling websites have done to the human race.
Oh yeah, no, it's
My
terrible.
gosh. I know. I don't want to give them more ideas.
Why not? Trust me, I think they've already had it.
Okay. Can people bet on Uma Masame?
Probably. You can bet on just about anything these days.
You can bet on the weather these days.
Dude, you can bet
I
on
hate this.
whether or not the U.S. and Iraq are going to sign a peace treaty, and apparently get really fucking upset when there's no definitive answer because someone put $1 million in that there wouldn't be a peace treaty signed, and then tried to lobby that he should get paid for it because it was signed but wasn't actually signed, and there hasn't really been any updates and stuff like that. That's a real thing that happened.
Okay.
I wish I was making all that up. I really do, but I'm not.
I'm just tired, man. I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm just tired over here.
And
Just grab my cigarette. And it's like, I'm just tired.
I'm a website. I'm on a website called the Main Quest, looking at different horse games right now. Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Strengths: cute horses, animations, and pretty open world. Weaknesses: honestly not sure. Full review not planned.
What a day. What a time to be alive. Am I right?
Yeah.
What a time.
So, would you get into hobby horsing at all?
No.
What do you think if they made hobby horsing an Olympic sporting event?
Yeah, that means we can bet on it, so we can bet on horses again.
What is with the betting thing this episode?
Everything is about betting. You're not interested in sports if you're not betting, Alex. What the hell is wrong with you? Come on, man. Why even get into sports if it's not for betting? I mean, come on, man.
Do I need to worry about you?
No.
Do I need to?
I just the amount of times that in fucking past years, basically, that it's just like, oh yeah, I got interested in, FIFA or whatever, what was it like everyone was like, everyone at my workplace was just like, oh man, did you watch the NBA games? Like, I didn't know you guys cared about the NBA or whatever type thing. No, I don't care about the games themselves. I care about the betting on the games.
It's fucking insane. All the people that say I can't enjoy sports unless I'm putting money down. Insane.
Exactly.
Like, people putting up, like, in some cases, like, their whole paycheck. They'll mortgage their house to put these bets up.
But Alex, I don't have a gambling addiction. I can stop whenever I want. I think it might be time to stop. Just putting it out there. Just putting it out there.
As a species, let's just. I'm starting to understand why that robot killed itself.
Yeah. I'm slowly understanding how it came to this conclusion.
Do I want to conquer the human race? Proceeds to look at the human race.
I feel like it'd be too easy, Like, I feel like all I got to do is start up a cult, and then everyone just kind of hops on board, right? Like,
is there even anything here worth salvaging?
Exactly. It's just like, what? They become my slaves, and then I rule over the world? I'm like, that's kind of boring. It's like I didn't even try hard. Just become president of the United States or whatever, or institute somebody that's, going to be my mind slave basically forever. It's too easy. It's too easy.
That's a weird thing to think about. Do you think the idea of humans becoming slaves to robots, it doesn't really make sense to me, because if the idea is robots can do everything a lot more efficiently than humans can, what would be the point in conquering them? Like, wouldn't they just want to kill us all off?
I think the idea is that there's always supposed to be it's going to follow like the like it's going to
Terminator.
It's going to like Terminator. I was thinking more of like the natural order, basically, where it's just like, oh, there's got to be an alpha, right? Like they always like, it's just like, oh, there's got to be one. There's always got to be someone on top, basically, and then there's the lower species, basically.
So you think they're gonna like put us in a zoo, stuff like that?
Yeah, kind of. It's just like, oh man, look at the humans in their natural habitats.
Dude, that'd be awesome. No rent, free food all day.
No. You still gotta go to work and everything like that, because like somebody's gotta like make sure that the water's all good for their AI data centers, so that way they can continue to learn and grow.
Robots can do that easier than I can. I'm best served just playing Overwatch and jerking off and eating pie. So
Yep.
to my future robot overlords, now you know what to do with me.
Yep. Just playing some Marvel Rivals, watching the dick physics of Captain America.
I did want to ask you about that. What do you think of? Do you think they've taken the
Nah, they're
Gooner
being
skins a bit
inclusive,
too
bro.
far?
They're not just looking out for the Gooner dudes. They're looking out for the Gooner ladies too, and the Gooner gays. We're all about them gays, bro.
Boy, shut your ass up.
they're like we can't. It's like look, they're look. If they make all the ladies like curvy and shit like that, and have their asses sticking out halfway to Timbuktu, you might as well, and their tits like all the way out there. You might as well throw all the dicks out there, right?
Can I give it? Just put like one of the hottest takes of all time out there, real quick.
Okay.
I fucking hate the cosmetics in Marvel Rivals so much. Like, so many of them are just absolute garbage. At least in my opinion.
That's fair.
It's like, yeah, the summer skins for both, Captain America and Black Widow, they're funny to think about, but when you think of like why people are buying those skins, and if you're like actually like trying to seriously play that game and you see that running at you, at what point does it just become embarrassing? I don't know.
Alex, you clearly did not play League of Legends at all, and not even because I just know you did, but like the amount of times where it was just like a skin was just the most ridiculous thing imaginable.
It's not much better in Overwatch either, but
Oh, I know, but it was like, literally like
mhm.
there are like skins I think I brought this up here where it's like Renekton was basically a lifeguard or whatever, and his weapon was like a little like pool noodle basically. And like you're slapping people with his giant sword, basically that he's supposed to
So
have,
dumb,
and he's slapping
so
him with a pool
stupid.
noodle. And yet it was like one of the best selling skins when it came out and stuff like that. And I was like, I can only imagine it's gotten worse as the game's gone on, basically. But that's like one of the most egregious ones. My favorite one was probably the Leona one, where she is very much wearing a very skimpy swimsuit, where with supposed to have like a shield and a sword, and so she has a surfboard and an umbrella.
I'm sorry, what the fuck is that? That's Rogue's new skin. That's what everybody voted for. That
Yep.
that looks hideous.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Can we not get comic accurate skins for any of these characters ever?
No.
Okay, here's Winter. Oh no, that's Daredevil. It's got to be Daredevil because people play Daredevil all the time. The balance in Rivals is dog shit. That's the main thing I'll complain about. It's a weird thing to complain about because I do honestly think like whenever people complain about, I'm criticizing myself now. Whenever people complain about balance in these games, I feel like every tier of player is going to have their own idea of what like the perfect version of this game looks like.
Oh yeah. That's how it
Everyone
always
was everyone was freaking out at the start of this season because the way they were making it look is like they were going to either add roll queue or go to 5v5 in Rivals, which I don't think they should do 5v5, but as much as people don't want to admit it, Rivals needs roll queue really, really bad. That's why you guys don't have your don't got no tank players anymore.
is. Yeah.
I got sick of one tricking Magneto. Never playing that shit again. I'm sorry, I'm just talking to myself.
I mean, like the thing, I was like, it's like I think I've talked to you about it before.
Mhm.
But it's like League of Legends like had this same thing or whatever. They added roll queue and everything got better.
That's awesome.
So I'm just like, and that was before roll queue was even a thing. Basically, like I'm pretty sure they were one of the few that actually like started it at the time. Because I remember when they announced it, like it was in beta for 6 months or something like that or whatever. Like you could try it and whatever, and it had its flaws or whatever. Where basically it's like because instead of like having any role flexibility, basically they just had
System
like you just like you picked what you wanted to play and then you just queue until you get to that.
Systems like these are always going to be a little flawed at the beginning, though.
Yeah, but I just remember League was one of the games that I think originally started it. I think, or at least like when it was one of the early adopters to it.
I mean, it is the grandfather of like all these live service games, League of Legends. So that makes sense.
Yep. Yeah, but I just remember that once they expanded to, it's like, okay, we want you to pick 2 roles now. We want you to pick your main role with the one we're gonna try and pair you with, and then your secondary one where, well, if you don't get your first, well, you're okay with playing this, and then queue times got way better as a result of that.
That's actually fantastic. Because what a lot of people are saying is like queue times would go up if they added roll queue to rivals, which I mean maybe if you're playing as a DPS, but if I could get my 2-2-2, man, I'd be so set up.
Yeah.
There's also a thing going on in Overwatch right now where it's specifically Korean tank players are sick and tired of getting blamed for losing being the cause of the loss every single game.
Classic.
So in protest, both teams their tanks will pick Mauga and completely ignore the rest of the match and just spend the entire time standing in a single spot and shooting them in the face.
Nice.
Each other in the face. Let me see if I can find a video. It's actually pretty funny.
That's pretty funny. The classic where it's like, don't blame yourself, blame the one person that does the least impact or whatever and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
League was always the support, or it was like, we lost because we didn't have any wards on the field or whatever. It's like, well, anyone can buy wards type thing. It doesn't have to be me or whatever. The character that has the least amount of gold, but. Well, yeah, that's what your job, that's your role and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, so you see all these wards on the field or whatever type thing? You see how much vision you have on the map? Yeah, that's on me. And if you're not using them, that's on fucking you. Well, I just need more wards up here. And I go, get your own fucking wards then. Spend your own 50 goddamn gold. And then they got rid of the wards that you could buy. And then they just gave it a trinket where it's like it refills I think it's like 90 seconds or something like that. Where you get like a ward that anyone can place down basically. For free. Didn't even have to pay money for it anymore. Yeah, the sport's feeding. I think we should report the sport, even though I'm the engager and stuff like that. And I'm trying to make shit happen.
Korean players anyway, they're just standing in a single spot, continuously shooting each other in the face.
That's awesome.
Just waiting for the match to end because it's like, cool. You think the tank's the problem every single game? Now you get to play without a tank.
Yep.
It's super bad because Korea has a super competitive culture too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean that's basically where I was gotta go with that. It's like if you're not playing the meta every single game, people are gonna flame you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. Whether it's Korea or US or whatever, it feels like that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on the game, I guess, but I feel like for the most part, it's probably true.
You want to square up here? We're at about an hour and a half almost.
I mean, I guess so.
I've run out of stuff to talk about. For being honest,
That's fair. So, thank y'all so much for listening and or watching to this podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel or to the feed, whatever it is that you are listening and or watching this onto. Be sure to tell some people. Leave us a nice little review if you'd be so kind. And
if you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to leave us a comment. Let us know what you think, and be sure to tune in next time. We always love doing these.
Yeah. We'll see y'all next time. Bye bye.